welcome, welcome. This is the Authors Series, and today it's a great honor to have a dear friend and brother who's currently in Perth, Australia. Hello, Harley Springer. How are you today?
Hi, Dave. How you going, mate? Really nice to see you and hear you again.
Well, it's fantastic, and I've got a little present of ours here, the book of ... You've been a great inspiration for me and so many men in the arena of poetry and in connecting to heart. And the first question I have for the Authors Series, tell us a little bit about you and why did you write this book?
A little bit. Yeah, okay, well, hell, I'm not too sure where to start. I guess I'm a farmer's son. Come from a very, very loving family. But there was a few things there thrown in which didn't really mesh with me, and I rebelled, I suppose, as some do, and went down the path of of fun and unrighteousness. But you know, I think I came out pretty well on the other side. And really, the poetry for me was a way of expressing some of my hurt from those turbulent times, and also the love of life, of which you are a great part of, Dave. You're bloody awesome. You're an inspiration. And I suppose really for me, the inspiration to start writing actually came from Matthew Bloomfield, that I met on one of our tours. And after listening to him, I thought, I can do this. And that's when I really started to put things down on paper, as it were. But I've been writing for a long time and never really thought about it until I met Matthew. So that's, I suppose, a brief start, Dave.
Wow, that's a pretty amazing name to bring out today. We can send some love to Matthew and his family.
Yeah.
You've just visited your mom in New Zealand and spent a longer time than you expected. So again, it's not a surprise that when you and I speak, our heart comes flowing through, and quite often our eyes start to tear up too. So it's been an amazing part of our journey together with that. So
yeah, sure.
As I pick up this book again, and I love picking it up because, again, it just oozes out this idea of masculinity coming through love onto paper, and often in some of the nicest poems I've ever read. If you have one key theme, and this is a little tricky question, one key theme to distill your main point takeaway from the book, what would it be?
I suppose I named the book of, so that whoever reads it will get what they want from the book. And for me, really, that is the key thing, you know. It's just everybody will get what they need from it. And I suppose for me, some of the pieces was a release for me to be able to open a new page, and that's really what the whole thing is about for me. So it's the individual thing, Dave, that matters the most.
Harley, it's we've talked about one size doesn't fit all, and I believe you summed it up there beautifully. Is that when somebody reads it, they're going to take a message away. There might be some joy, some healing, some releasing, some sorrow. It's going to affect them or hit them in a certain way, and it's not one size fits all. And I think that's what's beautiful about listening to your poetry over the years, and share the message about you being such an inspiration on the particularly on the poetry side, yet also on the way that you honor your beloved, you honor women, you honor yourself and friendship. And these are just things that really dig deep into the poems have you written, yet the way you behave. And that's just something that's so precious.
Sure. Yeah.
There are people who are struggling with writing right now. There's people who are authors, yet they haven't been able to put it to paper. What advice would you give to new authors or people that are perhaps procrastinating and not getting it done?
Don't be afraid, people. Don't hesitate. I did it for a long time, and it took prompting from some really special people, Dave included, to actually do it. And you know, once you actually put it down on paper, and you get someone else to proofread it, because my spelling is atrocious. It really is simple. And once you actually put it down on paper and put it in a book, even though it may not be published, it's just, you think, why the hell did I wait so flaming long, you know? And just do it. It's just such a huge relief. And once you've done it once, you just want to keep doing it. So just don't do it. Just do it.
Just do it. All right. Fantastic advice, Harley. The next question's a little of a tricky one. If we can get this book into somebody's hands around the world, anywhere around the world, who would you like to have it put into their hands in the next 6 months?
Oh, that's a big question, Dave. I don't really, I can't, I don't know if I can really answer that, Dave. I never really thought that far afield. I think you would be a better judge of that, because you know me and you know the book and you know people. So
actually, Harley, I'm gonna pat it back at you. Just pick anybody. It could be an all black. It could be the Queen. It could be just anybody in your sphere. That let's just throw it out to the universe today. Let's just play, and one or two names. Just toss it back.
Donald Trump.
All right.
Yeah, the All Blacks. Give it to them. They need someone.
All right. Fantastic. And let's go with thanks so much for answering these questions. It's again an author series we're putting together. We want to tap into some creativity, some innovation, and also some nice possibility for 2021. What would be one or two ways that people can reach out to you to get a copy of the book? Have you got a site? What would be the best way for them to reach out and get a copy of the book?
Well, Dave, I've been trying to figure out how to put out an ebook, but it's a wee bit beyond my computer capabilities to actually do that. So people, if they really want to, they can just get a copy, like an e-copy, and then just make a donation to some child's charity and payment. I don't really want. I didn't do it to make money. I did it to express myself and that type of thing, really. So if someone could help me put it like as an ebook, that'd be really simple and easy for everybody, myself included.
Well, I will be sending you a link a little bit later after this call on a way to maybe do that as soon as perhaps 12 hours from now. So that's how the universe does work, Harley, and we'll look and pursue that. So as anyone who's watching this, if it's been inspiring or you'd like to learn more about Harley, we'll put a link on below in the comments. Please ask a question. We are building up our subscription for Continual Shift on YouTube, so subscribe. And again, if there's an author that you would like me to interview, please let me know, and we'll make some effort to make that happen in the next 1 to 3 months. And Harley, there's always got to be a bonus. So the bonus question today is, in the last year for you, has there been, and not your book, not my book, someone else's book or someone's song or someone's poem that has inspired you in the past year?
I've had lots of inspirations in the last year, Dave, but I have to say that there's not been a particular piece of poetry or a book, really, but there's been a particular person in my life that's really inspired me, and that's my partner, Sahaja. So I don't know if that really relates to your question, mate. She is just, well, she's my inspiration, Dave, and I just don't know where I'd be if she wasn't here, if she wasn't guiding me, if she wasn't behind me every step of my journey. And so, yeah, that's my inspiration. And I imagine she will always be my inspiration. So if you want to know anything beautiful, ask Sahaja.
That is a beautiful way to bring this interview to a completion. It's been an incredible year in so many different ways, Harley. I'm so glad that we've reconnected on this day in December after your journey to New Zealand. Please send my best and lots of love to the family. And we will talk very soon. Thank you very much.